I'm gonna tell y'all what, it is doggone chilly out here. And the crazy thing about it is they're saying next week is gonna be absolutely brutal. Like the highs for the days are only like 35. Talking about potential snow. So man, I don't know how much we're gonna be able to get out on the water. I sure hope we're gonna be able to get out some, but it's gonna be super, super nasty next week. Just a major Arctic blast coming across the United States. So probably y'all will have went through it as well, but we're gonna get the old Jeep pulled around, hop back in the boat, head to our first spot. I gotta get some more clothes on. I brought some more coats because it is very, very cold. But it'll all be worth it if we put some big ones in the box. So we'll see if we can get them. So we're working up to our first spot, and honestly I'm not seeing any bait on the side scan, and I'm not seeing any fish on the down scan, so that's not fantastic. But we're gonna pull up here and see if we can get one. This is a pretty good little wintertime spot. I've done pretty good here in the past, so we're gonna see if we can make it happen. So let's jump up here and drop the trolling motor and see if we can get a doggone fish to bite. As I said, this is the new Strike King gravel dog right here. Get here in the sunlight where y'all can see it. Not 100% sure what that color is, but has that orange belly. Really good looking color. I've not thrown this before, so we're about to find out how she looks in the water. Got a little bit of a tangle right there. All right, so let's see if we can get one to bite this darn thing. You know, in the wintertime, a crankbait can really catch some big fish. It triggers them and they freaking bite it, you know. So this has a really good wide wobble to it. I can't tell how much it's hunting really, and when I talk about hunting, I mean like, you know, kind of coming through the water a little bit side to side and kind of tracking, kind of weird, but definitely has a good thump to it. So hopefully that gets a bass's attention. We get up here a touch closer to this rock, this riprap. But man, I really think today is going to be a little bit on the tough side just because of the weather. You know, had that huge front come through. There isn't a cloud in the sky. I mean, not a single doggone cloud at all. So we're probably gonna have to work for them today, and that's okay. Oh, my crankbait is hung up. So there is a ball of bait back here. That's what that loon is feeding on. Got a ball of bait right there on the graph. You can see it. So don't really see any fish around it, but there is some bait in here anyway. Usually it'd be, oh, there's another ball of bait. There's multiple balls of bait in here actually. You know, one thing about it is I don't know how many of these fish are going to be pulled up shallow, you know, in any type of feeding mood. That's one thing that we're going to be facing, you know, with the crankbait deal, is where, you know, throwing up into shallower water with a crankbait that's only running, you know, 8 foot deep, you might have to get off the end of some points with the jig and drag around and see if we can get anything to fire. Might throw the A-rig around maybe. I don't know. I don't know, but I would just love to get a doggone crankbait bite pretty quick, and it'd be a good one, because that would be pretty awesome. But beggars can't be choosers either, so we'll see if we can get one to bite this thing, and if not, we're gonna pick up something else. Let's throw the jig at one of these suckers. Strike King finesse jig. Got a couple little bass sitting right out there in front of us. See if we can get one of them to fire. The wind is drifting us pretty fast right towards them, but looks like they're out there right in about 12 to 13 foot. So that might be kind of what depth range they're in. Caught that fish 100% with live. Oh, he just come off. No way. No way, y'all. God, I set the hook and my hand slipped because of these gloves. Daggone it. That was a good bite too. I hit him hard. That was a nice fish. I saw him just swimming. Oh no. That was a bummer because that was a big fish. Man, I couldn't catch up with him. Like, my hand slipped and he started swimming to the boat when I set the hook in him. What a bummer, y'all. That sucks. Man, we have been grinding, trying to get a bite, fished all the way through this pocket. I mean, maybe that definitely shows that live scope, you know, throwing the jig to them, maybe with live scope might be the deal. I don't know. I know y'all don't love that at all, but I mean, let's be real about it. It's super effective. I just threw this thing right into the wind and did not thumb the spool at all, which I can't feel much with these gloves on. But man, what a bummer. That was a good bite too. All right, y'all. No more bites since that one. Fished a couple docks, threw to some different stuff. So we're gonna work back up into this creek a little bit further and see if we can get bit. You know, I almost feel like I'm crazy not fishing that dock right there. It just looks so juicy sitting on this point, but we might come back and hit it. But right now we're gonna go to another spot and just see if we can kind of maybe duplicate that jig bite. I got a couple spots that I feel like I can duplicate it at. And I'm gonna show y'all something too. This mask right here, I got this thing for 16 bucks off of Amazon. And this thing is a game changer when you're running in cold weather. I'm telling you, that thing is awesome. Keeps the doggone wind off your face. 16 bucks, you're not paying those $60, $80. I actually have this thing linked. I got an Amazon link in the description down below, so go check it out. But man, it is worth it. Whew. All right. Next spot. We're gonna see if we can get a jig bite here. Hopefully we can. Chilly, chilly. Water temps are still 46 right now. 46 degrees. As I work my way further back into this pocket, it looks like the water might be a little bit muddier. But that's okay. We'll kind of see what we got going on. Tell you what, I'm gonna put a little bit of bang on here. I think that scent really helps sometimes in the winter. Go up here to this dock and drag the old jig around, see if we can get bit. Got a point up here, I might throw the A-rig on too. We just got to get one to jump on this thing. I'm throwing this jig on a 7-foot mock crush, medium heavy. This is the mock crush combo, 20-pound test P-line fluorocarbon. And you know, we kind of mucked it up on that first bite we had. I don't want to say we mucked it up because it wasn't really our fault, but he came off. My hands were a little slick with the gloves. I like these gloves, and they do have a grippy palm on them, but y'all know when you fish with gloves, you just, sometimes things are going to happen, and you know, rod's gonna slip, hand's gonna slip off the reel handle, something's gonna happen. Not always for the good. But let's see. I'm gonna back up a little bit. Come on, baby. We gotta find us a darn fish willing to eat. One out there willing to eat, so it gives me hope. Gives me some hope. All right, well, we fished around on this point, no luck. So we're gonna run back out. I don't know if I might end up going out of this creek. I'm gonna be honest with you. You know, we threw the paddle tail up there, we threw the jig up there, and we threw the old gravel dog up there, no bites. So I'm thinking, I don't know, we might go out and try some main lake points maybe. I mean, we're about to the point where we might have to try to see if we can get a striper to bite, because right now it is a little bit tough. So let's see. Let's see. I don't know. We're gonna work our way back that way, and I'm gonna make up my mind what I want to do. All right, y'all. So right now it is 1 o'clock. And we're absolutely struggling. We got that one bite on the jig that I actually saw with live scope through over there to him. He thumped it, stuck him. It was a big fish, missed him, lost him. Really sucked because so far that's been our only bite of the day. I knew today wasn't going to be easy. It's been extremely tough, but we are headed out of a main creek back out onto the main lake. We're gonna hit some main lake points, probably gonna throw that gravel dog on maybe some rip-rap points, rocky points. Might work around, see if we see any fish, and we might end up throwing the small swim bait to them, kind of like we did last time. So we're coming out of the creek now, going up under the bridge. We're gonna run up to another main lake point and see if we can get one. Doggone, it's been tough, I swear, but we gotta get a fish in the boat. Alrighty, so I decided to run over and to a spot that's basically got some rock. It's got a bunch of rock, rocky point, rocky shelf that comes out. We're gonna pull up on it and we're gonna throw that jig on it and see if we can get bit. It is deep. It is a deep shoreline, but we're gonna see if we can get a bite on that darn jig. Come on, baby, do something for us. We're gonna work our way along. Like I said, it's a lot of rock. You can see the rock. We're gonna work our way around. It's a point on the other side that hopefully might be stacked up with spots. Maybe. We just need a good thump on the old jig. In the wintertime, I really like these bluff banks where it's really deep and they go up, because those fish can just kind of move up and down. They don't have to move very far. They can move up in the water column to feed and then slide right back out into the deeper water. Also, shad and bait likes to get up here as well. So it's a really good place to focus on in the wintertime. Usually has some fish on it, so I don't know. Hopefully we can get a bite and get a darn fish in the boat, because right now, as I've said, things have been tough. Things have been tough. But that can all change with one bite, because I mean, this time of year, you might not get a lot of bites, but when you get one, it can be an absolute tank. So we're gonna see if we can salvage the day with a big one. Oh, there's one. Oh no. Dadgummit, y'all. Missed another one. Right here off the side of this dock. I came up and he tapped it. He was on it, but just completely missed him. Daggone. Well, I mean, looks like just dragging the jig slow is what we got to do if we want to do anything. But I really don't know why I missed that fish, because he was sitting on it when I set the hook. Man, I was hoping there was more than one in there, and when I reeled up and threw back in there, he would jump on it, or another one would jump on it. What a bummer. All of those cast with no bites, and we finally got one and missed him. Oh God, there he is. Oh no. He knocked the fire out of it. No, I did not think that was a fish. I really don't know why I missed him though. But I came up and I threw right in front of that grass, and I just was not sure that it was a fish. And he knocked the fire out of it. And then by the time I set the hook, he had done spit it out. Oh, he just bumped it again. No, I'm bringing it over something. Oh God, you got to be kidding me. You have got to be kidding me. I've done missed so many bites now on the jig, and I mean, I normally don't miss that many. What in the world is going on? Man. I just came up and it was just sitting there, and I was like, well, I don't I don't know if that's a fish or not. Like it won't, you know, it won't moving. And then he popped it. All right, well, we're over here on this next point, firing the jig up on the point up to this grass line. That's where I got bit last time. So we're gonna see if we can make it happen right here. I just fished around the point, didn't get bit, but we're coming up on a really, really good spot right here that I'm really, really hopeful that we're gonna catch one on. It's a whole bunch of rock, really, really rocky point. Tends to hold some fish, so we'll find out. We'll find out. We only have about an hour left to fish. Yeah, like an hour. So we are struggling. It's 2 o'clock now, and we have just gotten our butts absolutely whooped by the lake today, which, I mean, under these conditions, kind of tough. But I will admit that I'm a little bit upset that I have missed the bites that I've gotten. I don't really have any excuse for that whatsoever. The wind has blown my line. Oh no, you have got to be kidding me. I was literally about to say the wind has blown my line over a stick in the water. And right then, as I was bringing it in, one knocked the fire out of it. When I set the hook, my line was wrapped all in that log. And I barely stuck him and he came off. Oh my goodness. Today is not our day. I mean, that fish knocked it. I don't know if y'all could see my rod tip. I was sitting there looking at that stick and I was like, this is gonna cost me if one bites it. And sure enough, it happened. All right, y'all, we're gonna fire up and run to another point real quick. We don't have very long at all, so we're gonna go run and hit it and see if we can catch a fish on it. Hopefully we can, because we are running on short time and we are getting our butt whooped right now. I mean, butt whooped bad. Our last hurrah right here. I'm gonna restart this GoPro right here on the dash. Maybe I can get a fish catch on it. Maybe. But I tell you, I would really, really like to catch a fish before we leave. Right now we got the odds stacked against us. But we're in a good spot. We're in a very good spot for a bite. Oh my God, don't come off, please. It's a big fish. It's a big one. Oh, big spot. Giant spot. Oh my God, we have fished all day, y'all. all day. This was literally the cast before my last cast. I'm not even playing. This was literally the cast before my last cast, and we caught an absolute megalodon of a spot. Oh my God. I'm gonna tell y'all what, we fished all day. All day. It is 3:09. I was supposed to leave at 3 o'clock. I was supposed to leave at 3 o'clock. Oh my goodness. I was literally getting ready to bring that cast in and say, we're done. We're done. I got one more cast and that is it. And oh my goodness, what an absolute tank. This is easily a 3+ pound spot. We're gonna check it real quick. What an absolute tank of a spot. Oh my goodness, I cannot believe that we fished all day for that sucker. 3.70. 3.70. I hope y'all can see that. 3.7. Now it's at 3.70. What a magnum spot. 3.70 pound spotted bass, absolute giant. Fished all day for that fish. All day. Man, we fished hard, y'all. I'm gonna get a picture with my phone real quick and we're gonna let it go, and we have to leave. Well, y'all, there you go. Thank you. Giant spotted bass, 3.70. We fished all day for you. Man, what a tank. What a tank. See you later, buddy. There he goes. I appreciate y'all watching. I grind hard to try to make these videos for you all, and I fished super hard today and finally got it done literally on my last cast. So I really appreciate y'all watching. If you watched it all the way up to this point, be sure to hit that subscribe button if you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time on Gunfish TV. Yes.